Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Unbelievable. These guys give me so many subjects to talk about and expose their hypocrisy at every corner. And I will read this article and then I will discuss how Mr. Chancellor of Germany, Olaf Scholz, starts the story where it's convenient for him to start it, not with the beginning. Because if he starts with the beginning, his story makes no sense, or his point, nevertheless. This article comes from the New Voice of Ukraine from July 24th, 2022. And this is the title. German Chancellor Scholz publicly brands Russia an unreliable gas supplier. Okay, let's go and see. Scholz was likely referring to the effect of a gas shortage imposed by Russia, which in June reduced flow, reduced flow through the Nord Stream 1 pipeline by 60% and July cut off supplies entirely, ostensibly due to a technical maintenance issue which had been resolved. All right, so did they have to do the maintenance or no? I don't know. Let's go and see what's next. The German leader also rejected the Russian proposal to commission the Nord Stream 2 gas pipeline for full-scale restoration of gas supplies to Germany. And then I'm quoting the throughput capacity of the Nord Stream 1 Yamal and through Ukraine gas pipeline is sufficient for Russia to meet its supply obligations, the Chancellor stated. So he talks about Russia's obligations, but I'm going to talk about Germany's obligations. Or no, we can't talk about that one, right? Now, he highlighted that there is no embargo on the supply of Russian gas, and the technical reasons for the decrease in supply were put forward only by Moscow. He also mentioned the repair of the Siemens turbine, which is necessary for the full function of the Nord Stream 1 pipeline, and called the Kremlin's statements that the gas supply was cut for technical reasons unconvincing. And he said here that things will not get more reliable than today. Scholz said one cannot count on something if the contract is not fulfilled, although it has already been signed 5 times. He made it clear that Berlin can no longer rely on Russia, saying that Germany would adapt and play it safe when it comes to Russian promises. Technically, it would never be a problem to fulfill all supplier obligations that lie with Russia, the Chancellor concluded. All right, good. This is you stated your case. All right, okay, if you stated your case. All right, so he stated his case. Now it's my turn to remind Mr. Olaf Scholz certain facts that would actually not contradict what he said, will complete what he said, and by completing what he said is going to really change the conclusion, or will point out to him as well as to the Russians. Okay, so the Russians indeed, they cut off the supply and stated that in July, right? July, and they dropped the flow with 40%, and then they closed it for maintenance for 10 days. They got a turbine. They started again to, I think, 40, and now they dropped it back to 20. That's true. That happened in July. Okay, well, let's see what happened before July. Okay, in February, as you know, Russia had a problem a little with Ukraine, 2 independent sovereign countries, right? Now, when they started this thing, Germany, who has no treaty of alliance, don't belong in any club with either countries, decided, I'm not going to discuss Zimbabwe across the Atlantic made them, but nevertheless, they decided, they had the power to say no, but they didn't. They decided that they will impose sanctions on Russia. Russia did not impose any sanctions on them. Russia did not harm Germany with anything. Russia did not cut any oil supply to Germany, did not cut any gas supply, not cut any coal supply, nothing. Who did that first? Who started with sanctions? Germany. Was anything in this Ukraine-Russia issue Germany involved? No. So, first mistake, Germany got involved by itself. I don't care if United States made you or slap you over your butt or other interest made you to do this. I don't care. You did it. First, sanctions, right? Then, what did you promise to provide Ukraine? Financial support. Ukraine is the enemy of Russia. Remember? That happened before July. Before July, February, March, April, May, June. Look how many months Germany worked against Russia, without Russia doing anything to Germany. Correct? All right, let's go and mention some more things. Who stopped the Nord Stream Pipe 2 contract? Was it the Russians or the Germans? The Germans. Was it before July? Oh yeah, it was, I think, in March, right? So who hit first? Russia or Germany? Germany. Okay, who supplied Ukraine now with tanks? With Gepard tanks? Was it Russia or it was Germany? So Germany supplied Ukraine, which is the enemy of Russia, with Gepard. What else did Germany supply Ukraine with? Any weapons? Yes. Any ammunition? Yes. Any money? Yes. Before July? Yes. So who, let's use the term from the Christian scriptures, who cast the first stone? Was it Russia towards Germany or was Germany towards Russia? The answer is Germany towards Russia. That's evidence. We have the chronology. So now for this weasel to come and say, oh, they're not reliable because they decrease the level of this and that, after you sanction them, after you gave support to their enemy, direct support to the enemy, what the are you talking about? What the fuck? And this is July. So you had March, April, May, June. 4 months, and in July you didn't go to sleep. And you still promise more than the 3 Gepards the guys received and other military support. So what do you want? What's going on? So who's reliable and who's not reliable? So if the Russians did anything to you, they didn't do it enough. If I would be Russia, I would just turn everything off. That's what I would do. But they don't. If I would be Russia and you would have done that to me, let's talk about a neighbor and me, and you would have done that in a scuffle of myself with the other neighbor, and you do like you're Germany, and I have a problem with this neighbor, and you intervene, and you do that or that, I will turn off the gas now, at this time. I don't care. I don't care. And then I will see you crying. And then you can say, Emily is not reliable. And I said, yes, that's correct. I'm not. And you are not my friend. And you're not my friend, that means you're the opposite. So you see, these weasels, they start where they like it, in July. But I started in February. Do we need to start it in 2014? Remember, Germany and France was the guarantors of the Minsk agreements that the country Ukraine signed in 2014 with the government that overthrew, right? Newly overthrew the elected government of Ukraine. Yanukovych, remember that government? Okay, who deposed it? And who signed the Minsk agreements as guarantors? Germany. Did they do anything from 2014 until 2022? No. So again, you are guilty. Is Russia guilty? Anything against you? No. You against it? I don't know, you figure it out. If you want, we can go even further than that. But it's good enough. I think I knocked you out, Scholz, with a few arguments, with just facts and evidence. Historical facts. Is there anything that I said not true? I don't think so. You can check it out. We all know these things. It's not like I just woke up with a hard on and I just showed up here and I'm going to tell you what, I don't know, my girlfriend told me. It's not that. And this is the leader. And he tells us this. Oh, Russia is not a reliable, like you were. He strikes you with a pipe, Nord Stream 1, alters the flow, which, as I said, if I were to be the Russian, I would be a little bit more make sure it stays closed. That's what I would do if I were to be. Oh, look what you did to me. What am I supposed to do? And you cry, you're not reliable, and you supported my enemy to kill me, to kill my people. Really? Shut the... All right. Thank you very much for being with me again today. My God, stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth and be just.